It's the Freestyle Universe radio show on EmberRadioLive.com. Welcome. It's Freestyle Universe radio show on EmberRadioLive.com. This is your host, Swins Fontanelle, and I have got some amazing news. I'm so psyched. Big major announcement for the New York City area. For anybody who's going to be visiting the New York City area, Freestyle Fridays are back. Yes, for a number of years, I was partnered up with Big Al, Legit, and we did, Big Al is from Honor Roll Records. Let me just state that. Founder, creator of Honor Roll Records, who brought you Nasty Boys, Donald Williams, and so many other great freestyle hits and legends. Legit is from, of course, Artie and Legit, and from Fast Forward. So, the three of us, and really the guy started it before I did. I just joined them later on, as it had already been created. For a number of years, gave Freestyle Fridays in Queens, New York, where we started at the Lemon Tree, and then we went to Sidetracks, a different freestyle group performing every Friday for years at a specific venue, and it was a place for people to hang out. It was kind of like the freestyle destination, and I know a lot of people have wanted us to come back. I've been eager to come back. We were looking for a great spot, found a new spot. Freestyle Fridays officially begins, and then our grand opening will be on February 20th, which is also going to be my big fat birthday bash. Yes, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I will have another big birthday celebration. Let's see who we're going to have out this year. I'm still trying to make up my mind. I know it's like the last minute thing here, but we're going to get it together. I've had Little Susie in the past, Lizette Melendez, JD. Oh gosh, I had Tanasia, Nyasia, Saint. I've had, you name it, I've had them performing at my birthday bash. Peter Fontaine did a Clear Touch. So this year we're going to bring an all new show, have the grand opening, have a lot of celebs out there. Want everybody to turn out, and I will be informing you more about that in the weeks to come. Right now, we're going to get into a track from a group from the Chicago area. This is a very famous group in that area. Some girls, we're always hyping up the girl groups. Here's Dayla Moore with Hard to Let Go. That was Andrea Martin with Stay With Me. Andrea Martin, another young lady who has performed at one of my past events. She's a singer, songwriter, producer, hardworking girl. She's doing a lot of stuff in the freestyle business. Love her. I always had to give credit to these people out there who are really working hard to give you fresh music, who enjoy their craft and, do whatever they have to do. They keep on creating the music. It's not always easy, but they manage to make it happen. This entire show, actually, I have all ladies of freestyle on this particular show. I mean, we're highlighting a particular artist, which I'll get to in a minute. But since the freestyle music genre has so many wonderful ladies, and I mean, to a certain extent, I'd say it was dominated by a lot of women. And so I thought this was a good opportunity to really highlight some of the, amazing women out there in the freestyle business. Of course, I'm not putting them all on here. There's so many, countless to say, Judy Torres, Fascination, Naisha, you name it. There's Lizette Melendez. It goes on and on. Sweet Sensation. I mean, Niobe. I mean, I could stay here all night listing all these great divas. But one we're going to have on in a little while, Joey May, also known as Jim, is from the C-Bank era. In the C-Bank whole thing, where they had different singers performing various songs that are classics in the freestyle world. But she was also known and is known as Joey May. And here's a track by her that I personally like a lot, and I think that you all do too. Here's Joey May with He's My Baby Now. that was Marisol with Why Can't You Tell Me? Now, all of you know me, and I don't really make a big deal about too many things. Stuff usually rolls off my back. You could sit there and say what you got to say, because I mean, for me to have a detractor and for it to get to me would only mean that I co-sign on what they had to say. And, I really don't think I have that. And that's not the point of what I'm getting ready to say, but something made me upset the other day. I just want to share it and maybe, let it out, see if any of you would feel the same way. You can give me feedback. I always like feedback. We got the chat room, everything like that. Talk to me, let me know. But I have an issue when I go to a place and I'm a customer and you treat me kind of bad. I don't even expect you to go over the top. You don't have to say hello to me, nothing. But say, for instance, okay, I went to the Naughty People store the other day. A place that I go to more than the supermarket, actually. They should have me a frequent customer card. One of those discount cards. I would love that. But anyway, so I went there, get my little accoutrements. And, I've done this a million times. I get to where I got it to do and stuff like that, and it was totally, completely empty. Let's just put it like that. Something was completely empty. It had nothing in it. And, I wasn't about to just, say, oh, well, that's okay. I just spent my money on this thing that they gave me empty. So, I figured I'm a freaking customer. They're going to trust me. I goes back, and I explain the situation. I have my receipt, they've seen me a million times and stuff like that. The guy really tried to give me a very, very hard time about replacing. I didn't even want my money back. Just replacing their obviously empty thing that you could tell it was already empty. And the guy gave me a very hard time, Of course, I let him know that I would rip that whole place apart until he gave me back my money. Replace what I had to have, or what I got, went back there to replace. But I also let him know once he did give me back my things, like, you're not going to see me here no more. I'm not going to give my business to somebody who's going to treat me or think ill of me and something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm making more of it than I should, and maybe I'll let it go. People just don't naturally trust people, and I understand that. But I don't know. I just don't know how anybody else feels about being treated kind of crappy and stuff at a place that you spending your hard-earned money at. But I digress. The world is not a perfect place, and I understand that, and I don't expect anything above and beyond, what I get, to be honest with you. Life is not fair. I understand that. We make the most of what we got. Anyway, so speaking of perfect, here is Geminis. C-Bank featuring Geminis with Perfect.
Love you, baby, 'cause you always try to give me
That lovely lady was Nilsa with Coming to My Life. Excellent singer out of the High Power Records group. Tony Garcia had teamed up with Metropolitan Records and did a few compilations with them, and it included Nilsa and a few other, well, a number of other great artists on those particular series of CDs. Get that. Look for that. You can find it on Amazon.com. If you need further information about that, you could always hit me up. Freestyle. Well, they call me the Freestyle Authority. You know, Freestyle Universe is Swins Fontanella, the Freestyle Authority. You could always hit me up with your questions about freestyle, and I will gladly find you the answers or provide you with the answers. Oh, gosh. Now, here's the little topic, because I'm going to base it on the next song, that, you know, I don't know, this is a cause for some debate, too. Now, I'm single, so I could do frisky and freaky is all I want and stuff, but I know some of you people, and not everybody, let me just stipulate, not everybody. Some people like to spice it up in the, you know, boudoir, and they, you know, invite others into their little twosome, make a threesome, so, you know, with the menage a trois thing, and so that, you know. Now, then I noticed that some people have a big regret because, you know, wasn't quite what they expected it to be. You know, I'm sure that we're all over the place on our opinions about this, but I know, single person wise and stuff, I think it's fab. Couple person, I don't know, is it really to please the man? Because I think the man is the one who generally wants to have this type of thing. Hey, I'm not gonna say women don't either, because that would be just so sexist for me to say, but, you know, I don't think it's for everybody, you know, but then again, I'm sure it works for a lot of people. So anyways, this next artist sang a wonderful song. I guess she was very clear where she was on the subject. Here's Monet with No Room for Three. very, very excited. That those two tracks that you heard after Monet, that was the lovely, gorgeous Joey May with For Your Eyes Only, which she did on, so many years back. Carlos Barrios had a wonderful two-set compilation. She did 3 tracks on there, lovely tracks. Gotta love her. She's also known for her legendary status with C-Bank when she did several tracks with C-Bank as Jiminice. Because I always say it wrong, and you're gonna know that I say it wrong. And stuff, talk to my lawyer. I always say Gemini or Gemini when it's Jiminice. Okay, but this is the lovely Joey May, and we have her on the show. How you doing, honey?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor. I mean, you are a legend. I mean, let me tell you something. Perfect. Oh, how many times? I've sung that track. I mean, us freestyle people, we tend to sing the track. Sometimes even if we forget the words, so we make up our own.
Wow. Well, Perfect was the first song I did with Mickey Garcia. And that was way before even Micmac started. And he was with Next Plateau Records, and we got together and we did Perfect. But I gotta be honest with you, it was difficult for me. I was so young, and he invited me to the studio to lay down the tracks, and it was my very first time doing this. And I said, okay, let me go. I went by myself. I was probably, I don't know, maybe 17. I can't remember that far back, I'm old. And I walked into this room. The studio was like 10 by 10. I swear to God, it was so small.
Oh, my goodness.
And the perimeter of the room were nothing but 15 men all around the edge, the perimeter of this room. And I said, oh my God, what's going on?
Oh, my God, I would have been in heaven.
Most of them were brolic, like really muscular and very.
Oh my God! I'm getting wet. Stop it! It sounds like a real sticky situation.
The mic stand, if I recall, it was pretty much in the middle, in the center of this room, and I said, "Oh my God, here I go!" And I started recording the song, and it was just crazy because Mickey already set up the key and all of that, and my register wasn't that high back then, so it was a little difficult. It wasn't an easy song for me to do, but I did it.
Now, was singing a lifelong passion of yours at that time?
Yes. Oh my God, it goes way back. I think I was about 4 years old. I was by myself. My sister didn't come until 6 years later. So for the most part, I was playing by myself a lot, and music was my thing. That was my main form of entertainment. And Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, those were my peeps. And my dream as a 5-year-old was to do, you ready for this? My dream was to do a duet with Michael Jackson at 5 years old. Yes, that was my dream. And I used to just run around the living room singing with my mother's robe, and it was flowing because, the faster you go, the higher it flies.
Oh, I know that. Trust me, I know that one.
So, yeah, it was pretty much a lifelong dream. And when I was in middle school, my father, he said, you really want to impress me. Try to go to the High School of Music and Art, Performing Arts, and do something like that. And I never heard of those schools back then. I said, okay, and there you go. I got into LaGuardia, and I went to the High School of High School of Music and Art. At that time, they were still separated. Now they're together. They combined the two schools, Performing Arts and Music and Art. And I did that. Yeah, and that's where I got my opera training from, and all that great stuff. And yeah, it was a lifelong dream for me.
So
it sure was.
Now the freestyle aspect of the singing and stuff. Had you always liked freestyle as well?
Well, I freestyle wasn't really freestyle. Like when I started, it was just music.
Okay.
I don't think it really gained that freestyle title until a little later on. You know, I was young, going roller skating. That was a big thing, and music was music, and I don't think I knew the different genres. I think it was just music, and how I got into freestyle, into that genre, was through my cousin. He was a waiter at the Copa, and there was some men having a meeting about looking for new artists, and my cousin gave them my name, my number, and they called me to come and audition. And what happens when a door starts, somebody comes knocking, or opportunity knock, you walk right in. And I called them, and I didn't call them, they called me. I went for the interview, I went for the audition. They picked me, they liked me, and bingo, I was the new C-Bank. And that's how that happened.
Yeah, I know that you recorded the other track, I'm So in Love with You, that we just heard. There's another excellent classic freestyle track. Now, the name Jiminice, was that something that was that your given name already, or was that something created for your musical career?
Well, it was something, yes, created for my musical career, but my mom created it. And she really didn't create it because it really just meant that I was a Gemini. She was cute. She just thought, ooh, Gemini. And it had a cute little ring to it, and I just went with it, you know? And that's how Gemini's was born. My mom gave it to me as she did my birth name. And yeah, that was it.
And you know, to clear up some things with a few people, and I'm so glad that you are, you know, giving a voice and you know, really truly celebrating the whole C-Bank era and all the lovely ladies who perform various songs in the C-Bank thing. People don't realize that C-Bank was, you know, a production team that featured different girls, you know, as
exactly
in the thing. You know, they had Jenny Burton, they had Diamond Eyes, which was all, you know, as Diana and stuff like that. And, you know, and then there was you as well and stuff.
Eleanor Mills.
Yes, exactly.
Eleanor Mills was one of the first ones also. Yeah, there was, I believe I'm number 4.
And you've done a wonderful job going out there performing, you know, and celebrating all those wonderful tracks, and we're so grateful for you doing it. But, you know, aside from that, you also have done a number of tracks as Joey May that are quite popular, quite, you know, well done. And, you know, I give you a lot of props for that, too. But I noticed that, you know, you went from Jiminice to Joey May and stuff. And now, how did that transition happen?
Well, yeah, when Mickey Garcia started Micmac, you know, we all kind of went our own separate ways. So for a while, I was trying to reinvent myself, if you will, and I met Carlos Berrios and Frank, and they had a couple of tracks they wanted me to try out, and I did. And then Frank Reyes said, we need a name. Why? Because my name is Brenda, and I can't... I didn't want to do, you know, Brenda K, Brenda me, and all that stuff. So I always felt I had to change my name. I wish I could just use my name, but I didn't want any mix-ups and things like that. So Frank said, you know, you have an androgynous personality. Let's get a name that fits your personality, and, you know, you can kind of like flip-flop it. And so he wanted me to have like a masculine name, kind of sort of a cute masculine name with, you know, with a little twist of something. So he came up with Joey. And I was born in May, so there you go, Joey May. And we switched up the spelling this time around, thank God.
Well, you see, now we know this is a freestyle story. You're hearing it right here on the Freestyle Universe radio show. How many of you knew that? Oh my! Yeah. I definitely didn't know that. So, you know, you learn something every day, huh?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not the average girly girl.
One thing I know about you is that you're a mommy as well. Now, how is being a mommy and balancing a musical career? I know that must be very difficult.
Well, you know, it was. prior to Joey May, when I was doing Bank, it was easy because you had no responsibilities. It was all about me, and you just went with the flow. Holidays, you were never around because you had to fly off somewhere to travel and, perform and stuff. But as a mom, now your children and your home become priority, and the music business has to take the back burner. And that was, people in the music business want you to know that you're really still dedicated and you will sacrifice certain things to make music number one, because if you didn't, then they wouldn't think you're that serious, and they'll move on to the next person that is. And so you have to make decisions, and unfortunately, so I went on a little hiatus so I could be a nice soccer mom and take care of my kids, and now one's a teenager and the other one's on his way to middle school, and now I have a little more me time, and I can dedicate some time to the studios and rehearsing and traveling. And so I kind of want to do it again because it is part of me. It always has been. And I want to keep it going. And I love the fans. Oh, my God, what a high when you go out there and they just remember you. They remember your songs. They know all the words. It's an amazing adrenaline rush.
So we can expect more shows from you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, that's my goal right now, to balance it out. I can definitely balance it out now because my kids are grown and I have more time. And, yeah, I definitely am looking forward to doing more shows. I'd love to go back to the West Coast. What's up with the West Coast? I heard freestyle's still going on over there, but
yes, there is. You will talk. We'll talk. I definitely have some connects over there, and they are definitely, and I'm sure they would love to see you out there. They're doing quite a few shows out there, and they are flying people over there all the time. Texas, Texas is a very big market for it, and Chicago as well.
Yes, I've been to. Oh boy, Canada was big in freestyle. I don't know what's going on up there, but I went up there a few times as Joey Maine. That was great. Canada was, Montreal, woo.
Yeah,
they party.
It really is global, yeah. It's global. I'm sure if you went to Brazil, they'd go completely bazonkas over there.
Wow, do you know something? Some fans in Brazil, now that you mentioned that, back when Facebook started, when I first started with Joey Maine, Facebook was still, not Facebook, MySpace, I'm sorry. MySpace, and some Brazilian fans, you're right, some Brazilian fans found me, and they asked me to go to Brazil, but who do I know in Brazil? Where's the connect?
Oh, no, Brazil they are very, very much into freestyle, darling.
Oh, my goodness, call me, I want to come. Let's go. Oh, man.
As I said, the grand question that we're all on pins and needles is, can we expect more music from Joey May?
Oh, boy. Oh, I want to. If there's any producers out there that have new stuff who are interested in an old school freestyle artist to do her thing again, call me, hit me up. I would love to do new music. Unfortunately, Carlos Fergus was the last producer I worked with, and he's doing movies. They've moved on up, or moved to the side, or moved to the west, to the east, but they're not doing music right now. The last time I checked, they're strictly into the music, not the music, the movie business, I'm sorry. So I don't really know. I don't have that connect. Remember, I was a soccer mom for the last 10 years, 10, 15 years, so... Yeah,
honey, if you want to do it, I'm sure that I could connect you. We're going to have to talk on the sidebar and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I know that a number of people would love to hear is a little acapella.
Acapella? I think I can do that. What song? Do I pick a song?
Artist choice.
Artist choice. Wow.
Well, how about Perfect?
How about He's My Baby?
Oh, yeah, wonderful. That's a great choice.
You know what I love about He's My Baby? He's My Baby is about and I hear it all the time, these ex-girlfriends who are trying to sabotage the new girlfriend's relationship with her ex-man. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And it bothers me. It's almost like a form of bullying. Oh, he's never going to love you the way he loved me, or he didn't love me, he's not going to love you. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do a little piece of that.
All right.
Like that. Okay? You said everything to try to make me my baby. Don't try to break my heart by saying you never love me.
Uh-oh.
And he looks into my eyes and says, I love you. You just keep on talking about the pain he left when he was yours. Stop trying to make me change my mind. Stop trying, just stop trying. Because your heart is what he left behind. Just remember he's mine. He's my baby now. Whenever he wants me. Oh, when he's my baby now. Whenever he needs me. He's my baby now. Okay, that's it.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I am going to have to send you my laundry bill because you just made me wet myself.
Oh, dear. I hope that sounds okay.
You sound fabulouca, honey. Okay. Now,
thank you.
Now, all these fans are going to be got their panties in a bundle because they want to know how they can follow you. And you know, we're going to encourage you and stuff like that. I'm personally going to hook you up because you want to sing, we're going to make it happen. But so the fans are dying to follow you. They're going to want to know where you're performing, what you're up to. Like I said, I have the musical connect so we can get you back in the recording studio. So social media wise, what do you have they can follow?
I have a Twitter account. They can follow me as Joey May or C-Bank. And Facebook, I actually have a C-Bank page on Facebook. They can find me there. And Instagram, I am C-Bank Live. That's C-BANKLIVE. C-Bank Live. In IG, Instagram. And I usually put my flyers up on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Twitter here and there, Yep, that's where you can find me.
And of course, whenever you want to promote or talk about anything and stuff, you're always welcome here at the Freestyle Universe Radio Show, right here on EmberRadioLive.com.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Well, thank you, honey. We're going to get ready to go into your very, very classic track, Promise Me Your Heart. Now, what does Promise Me Your Heart mean to you?
Wow. Well, I'm going to be very honest with you. A lot of people don't know this, but Promise Me Your Heart was written verse by verse, and I recorded each verse. Right after we wrote it, I recorded the first verse. We wrote the second verse, I got up, recorded the second verse. That was done in one night, and it was a true story. It was about a relationship that I was going through at the time. The gentleman did not want us to break up. However, things were a little, and I just didn't feel like he was 100%, into the relationship. Mm-hmm. And I said to him, you know what, if you promise me your heart, I'll stay, and I'll, be patient, and we can just weather the storm together. But if you're not, let me know. I'll keep it going. And that's what Promise Me Your Heart meant to me. It was a true story. So Promise Me Your Heart will be, and I'll tell this to anyone, my number one freestyle song because it has a lot of meaning and it is about someone in particular. It's a true story.
I am just eating you up. You are giving me some freestyle facts that nobody knows, and what we're giving you right here on our show. You have been lovely. You're lovely in person. I adore you. It's always a pleasure being around you, my dear. I have to bump into you again. It's not as frequent as I would like and stuff, but we will see each other again. I will talk to you offline about a few things, and I appreciate you being on our show so very much. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're busy with kids and a busy schedule and whatnot, but we adore you. And
Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you so very much. And because of you guys, let me tell you, I thank you so much for keeping this music alive for us. Thank you. Without you, there wouldn't be any fans out there to perform to because they wouldn't know where to go, right?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, it's the truth. Listen, you know what my little motto is? My thing, I tell everybody, and I write this on some autograph pictures. I've been doing this for, oh my God, 20 years now. Keep love alive with performance. Keep love alive with performance. And that's anything you want to do in life. Whatever it is you choose to do in life, keep it alive. Keep it alive by doing it, loving it, feeling it, meaning it.
Oh my goodness, you better stop it. They wrote something like that about me on the bathroom wall. And I do that all the time. I keep it alive. I perform it, and I love it. And that's all to all you wonderful men out there.
There you go. See, you know what I'm talking about.
I sure do.
Very good.
Well, thank you, Joey. And here is your fantastic, wonderful, amazing track, Promise Me Your Heart. That was Alyssa with Don't Say. Alyssa, the very famous Canadian freestyle artist, a big major player out there in the Canadian market. We had our Canadian show so many months back and really enjoyed it. And we love all you listeners out there in Canada. Thank you for supporting the Freestyle Universe radio show right here on EmberRadioLive.com. It is appreciated, and we'll have to do something else with you guys again. And maybe we'll have Alyssa. I would love to have her on. I'm going to, as I always do, kind of take it away from freestyle for a minute and speak about another thing from this new generation, this new world that I've seemed to have just landed on, because, I'm not in the loop all the time. I know it's this YouTube, Twitter, tweet, I don't know, I don't know how you do it. Generation of people and whatnot. And, every so often I catch something that, shocks and amazes me. I know that people are very big on posting things, and I guess they so used to being an audience to things that they don't really participate in life, so they rather record it. And what I came across, and I don't know why somebody would share this, maybe they were for the shock value, or they would, they were condemning it and stuff, but I think you kind of promoting it at the same time when you post it, but that's maybe my opinion. Anyways, it was a video I saw of two girls. Obviously, it's in a country. I don't think it's America. I'm sure it's not. It's somewhere Caribbean or Latin America. I'm not quite sure exactly where it was at. Definitely a Latin country in the Caribbean, I believe. Where there were two girls who really basically, ganged up on another girl. Supposedly the girl, I guess was sleeping with somebody's husband or whatever like that. Really were beating the girl up. But, one was restraining the other girl, and the other girl was really beating her. And I mean, it bothers me enough when I see girls fighting, and I don't condone that at all, but it really, really, really irritates me to see anybody gang up on somebody else, and for people to just stand by and videotape that when somebody's screaming and being attacked and being hurt, and in no way provide help. And this is a woman, mind you, and stuff. And I'm sure it was a man who recorded this thing happening. I think it's shameful, and I think that putting it on the internet and anybody consuming it and stuff is disgusting. And what she did from that point on is the girl who was beating the girl took out a switchblade and cut the girl's hair off. Right there. I mean, she was sitting there shredding the girl's hair, humiliating. I hope that it was eventually turned into the police. I don't know, other countries, I don't know some of their laws, some of that they might not even done nothing to these people, but I think it was criminal. I think it's disgusting. And the fact that it got millions of hits and stuff, I hope that I didn't contribute to any ways, in anybody, I know it's a negative thing, and maybe it's good for us to see it in the fact that we can condemn it, and maybe the person can get in trouble. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that people are using it as entertainment. And maybe that's just me. I'm old-fashioned from the old world. Not that we didn't have scandalous and horrible things that happened, back when, but, I don't know how I feel about this, and it gets to me. I've seen somebody, be jumped in the street, and I didn't just stand there, and if I try to stop it, I mean, foolish of me, because I could have gotten myself hurt, but, anyways. I'm going to remind you again that we are doing Freestyle Fridays in Queens I didn't even mention the venue. It's the No Club. It was right across the street from Western Beef. It's at Northern and Steinway. Northern Boulevard and Steinway in Queens. Preview party starts February 6th. And then we're going to have the big event, the grand opening, on the 20th, which is my birthday bash, the big freestyle birthday bash. Moving right along, here is Joey May again with I Can't Go On. again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Joey May with I Can't Go On. What a wonderful artist. Such a pleasure having her on the show. It's been a show filled with all women, let's say that. And a woman that's missing from the dynamic in the picture is my lovely other half, my partner. We're going to have this thing called Where's Delicious? Is she over here? Is she over there? No. In all honesty, people, Delicious is a dynamic woman. Mommy first. I can never take that away from her. I know you're all missing her on the show. She is very much still a part of the show. I'm very lenient with, letting her take care of what she's got to take care of. She's anxious to get back to all of you, and you will be seeing her in quite a lot of things, with Freestyle Universe and in upcoming episodes of the show. I am very much a stickler to the show must go on. So I hope that you will bear with me and that, we're having fun, despite her noticeable, presence not being here. But she's here in spirit, and she wants to send her love out to all of you. A wonderful representation of what it is to be a woman, an independent woman out there, doing what she's got to do, raising 3 wonderful children. One in college, doing very well. Another excelling in school and doing amazing things, with the community. And, her wonderful son, Antonio. I can't say enough about my partner. I want you guys to know that she is thinking of you. She's not left the show. I kind of don't mention her, when she's not on the show, and I don't mean to try to avoid the topic or anything like that. And there's no, dissension in the ranks or anything like that. She's still very much a part of the show, and I just wanted you to know that she is thinking of all of you. Right now, we're going to go back into another Joey May track. This one, well, it really is kind of reading what's on my mind. It says, the title of this one is, Do You Want It Right Now? And of course, I always want it right now and always. Here's Joey May with Do You Want It Right Now?
Do you want it right now? Right now. Ooh, yeah. Do you know how lucky I feel I am to find a man who loves me as I am? You never try to change a single part of me. You're easy to love with those qualities. And every day you teach me more and more. Inside me, I'm all aglow. And every night you think of only me. Ooh, you keep me satisfied. You do all the things I like. I want you. Oh, I want you so. Do you want it right now? Oh, I can't let go. I want you so bad. Give me all you have. I can show you how. Do you want it right now? I want you. I want you so. Do you want it right now? Oh, I can't let go. I want you so
right now. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I know I can't sing. I'm trying to hold a note. And so I'll hold something else and say, you know what? You can pass me a note, baby. Anyways, we come to another end of another wonderful broadcast. I hope you've enjoyed. Freestyle is my life. Bringing you these wonderful artists and celebrating what they've contributed to this music is my passion. Again, see me at tomorrow night for the preview party at Freestyle Fridays at Noah, which is at Northern Boulevard in Steinway in Queens. I can't wait to once again party with all of you. If you have not been to New York, make it your point to come out to Noah for Freestyle Fridays, and you'll have the time of your life. I'm really trying to make this the establishment where sort of like the Freestyle Hall of Fame. Let's see if we have a destination spot for freestyle, and I'll keep on coming out with new inventive things to really celebrate that and to get the whole genre the respect and credibility that it already has, but a bit more recognition than what it's already got. I thank you for tuning in to our wonderful radio station, EmberRadioLive.com, where we have amazing things going on with our wonderful producer Pablo just working his ass off, for lack of a better word, and bringing you all this production and giving his heart out to each of us on his various shows. It means a lot to me to have the support of a wonderful station like this. It is a privilege and an honor. I thank you for tuning in all across the world, across the country, for loving freestyle the way I love it. And I will be back with you again next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another edition of the Freestyle Universe Radio Show right here on EmberRadioLive.com. Have a good one.